It is Sunday the 13th of January and I'm live for the second time. I'm feeling really self-conscious today. I don't know why. I think it's probably because Tonks is in the room, so wobbly feelings and all that stuff. Anyway, I think I've already explained why I've decided to go live in great depth in other videos and also on the blog. But basically, when I record a video and I can edit it and I can repeat the things that I don't like and I can re-record stuff, I can't stop myself from editing it, so any any of that stuff, I have to take it all out. But people even comment saying it's better when you leave it in because it makes you seem more real, but I can't stop editing it, and it just means that any video that I do takes forever. So here I am live, and because there's nobody watching at the moment, I'm like, cool, that's great. Last time I had more people, but that's good. So since the last time I saw you, it has been New Year. We had a very long New Year's party. I got home very late, not like me at all. And I've done a bit of crafting, not loads. I've done some spinning, some cross stitch somewhere, I don't know. And I've also kicked off my 2018 giveaways. So this year I've decided that I'm going to do a giveaway every week for a digital pattern, and it's going to be £5 or $5 for whoever wins, and I will message whoever it is. I've got the names for the first one in a bowl somewhere around here. Hopefully I won't throw it all over the floor like the last time. And the topic that I decided to choose for the first one was judgment. So I wrote a really long blog post last Sunday, and I basically talked a little bit about when I've been judged in the past, and then I invited people to talk about when they've been judged. I'm speaking mostly in a craft context. I can't fix the whole world, but I can talk about it from craft point of view because that's what I know. So I'm not trying to fix anything, but I just wanted to chat, and I got a really good response. I think I got about 10 people putting these really, really long paragraphs. Hello, I've got 2 people. I don't know who you are, but it's nice to see you here. So on the blog I had these 10 people responding, and they were putting, I have a really itchy nose, hang on. They put these really long paragraphs about when they'd been judged, saying how upset they were to hear that I had been judged, and it was such a good response. I wasn't really expecting people to actually engage as much as they did, and it was really nice, so thank you so much to them. The blog post is still live, it's never going to go down. It's got the same title as this video, so do not judge me by the chapter do not judge my story by the chapter you walked in on, and the link to the website is in the description box down below. But if you want to go see what they all said, then do go and have a look. I was going to do a different one. Hello Melly Ellie Stitches. That's so cute, I really appreciate that, thank you. I was going to change the topic for today, and that would mean that over the course of this year I have to have 52 different topics, and I don't think I'm creative enough to think of that. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to talk about judgment today as well. So I'll have a blog post and then a video, and then you don't have to go read the blog if you don't want to, and you can do both if that's what you want to do. So the gist of it is basically that I'm getting sick of, especially on YouTube, people really judging you and really going for it. So if you do anything, especially for those of us on FlossTube, who it's not an easy thing to do, to stand up in front of the camera and to show off your work when you know that people are looking at it. And I always get really frustrated when I see comments or other people recording videos pointed at other people saying you shouldn't do it like this, or I don't like the way you've done that, or I think you're doing that wrong, or why did you do it that way, you were wrong. I don't believe that there is a wrong or a right in any sort of situation when you're making stuff for yourself. Like maybe if you were learning a specific technique for a teacher and you were supposed to be doing it in a certain way, then maybe they're allowed to say you haven't done that the right way. But I think if we're all just sitting in our lounges, stitching away, doing our own things, or knitting away, doing our own things, nobody else has any right to judge on how right or wrong they feel about it. And the most specific example that I can think of is the leopard cross stitch that I did. I'll put a link to it in the description later, but it was that huge project, and when I started it, I hadn't really been that seriously into cross stitch, and I started it with hoop frames, and I was moving my hoops around as I was stitching, and I was miscounting and it was marking the fabric a bit, but the amount of people that said to me you shouldn't be doing it like that actually made me fall out of the project a little bit, and it took me a lot longer to do it because I put it down for about 6 months because I was feeling so insecure about the fact that there were people who were looking at the way that I was doing something and really judging it, and also vocalizing it. Like, if we can't help it. I'm not saying that I'm pure white in this. I'm not saying that I don't judge other people, but I don't go and say to them I think they're wrong. And if I was going to say something, for example, if I saw somebody putting the hoop around and they were marking the fabric and I thought they were doing it in a way that it might have a detrimental effect to the work, like it might mark it permanently or stain it or something, I wouldn't go to them and say, you're doing it wrong. I would say, well, you know, do you know about a scroll frame, or have you ever tried it in hand, or maybe, you know, have you tried these certain things, just to try and make sure that the fabric doesn't get stained or something. I don't know. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have opinions, but it's when you tell the other person in a way that makes them feel insecure about the feelings that, yeah, I mean, I put my cross stitch down for about 6 months probably because I was feeling so awful about it. Anyway, the thing that I actually spoke about on the blog was this jumper, and I just wanted to pull it out again because I love this thing. So this is a jumper that I knitted, and it's made of acrylic yarn and it's brightly coloured, and I got so badly in person. I went to a knit night at a yarn shop in London, I won't say which one, and this person was really laying into me about my choices, and I didn't want to explain to her that at the time I was quite poor and didn't have loads of money, and I was just knitting because I loved knitting. And yeah, I mean, this is to this day, I don't know if you can see how worn it is. I think I've had it finished for about 3 years, and this is my most loved jumper. I wear this all the time. I have decided that 2018 is the year where I need to make more jumpers because I haven't. I've only got that one, and it's getting a bit threadbare. But yeah, I love it, and thank you so much for the comment. It's beautiful. I agree, it is beautiful, and I'm proud of it. I think it was a really good project, but I won't wear it where there are other knitters often because I'm still scared of getting judged about it, and I hate that. So anyway, I want to know when you think you've been judged, and then I can slam down the people who were judging you and tell you how brilliant I think all your work is, and how good it is that, you know, we could all just be sitting in front of our TVs and just vegging, and we don't, we create, and I think it's great, and I want to encourage that. So if you would like to be in with a chance of winning a free digital pattern, all of the terms and conditions are in the blog post. I will put a link to that. Just leave a comment underneath here saying something about the topic of judgment in craft. You don't have to bare your soul to anybody, I don't mind. But you know, just have a bit of engagement and come here and feel like you can speak without being judged by me. And if there are any judgy comments in the comment section, then I'm going to delete them because that sort of defeats the whole point. The next time I'll talk about this on YouTube will be in 2 weeks' time, but this actual giveaway will close in 7 days. So what is the date today? I think it's the 14th. So this particular giveaway will close on the 21st of January, and I will do a draw and put the results on the blog post for that week. I can't do a live stream every week because life is just too much chaos. And even today I was planning to do it at like 7 PM, but there's football on today, which I want to go watch, so yay. Anyway, right, I'm gonna do the draw for the last one. So this is my 10 names, and I've successfully managed to not throw it all over the place. And we've got Emily. Hang on. So I will email Emily and let you know that you've won the pattern, and you get to choose which one you want, and that will get sent to you. That's pretty much it, to be honest. I don't want to be here forever. I've already been going for 9 minutes. I did think that I would show you my cross stitch, but I've put it all the way the other side of the room. Let me go grab it. You can watch my pretty background for a minute. Wasn't quite a minute, but right, here it is. Let me take it out the frame. No, I won't. So I'm doing the Plum Street Samplers 12 Days of Christmas. This is a free pattern. The link is in the description box. I'll put the link in the description box down below later. And I've made great progress. I've done all of this and some of the tree in the last 2 weeks, which I'm really proud of, given that I haven't done barely any cross stitch. And I also filmed a tutorial on how I put stuff into scroll frames, so I went really into depth on the lacing over here. So if you are interested in seeing how I do that, then head over to that video. The schedule for all the live streams will be going out on my social media the day before. I'm aiming for Sundays, but I don't want to give a specific time, so if you want to keep up to date, then all of my social media will have it on. I'll put links down below. And then also, I hate saying this because I hate all those YouTubers who are like, make sure you click the notification, but if you do click the notification thing, then the next time I go live you will get a pop-up if you're interested. Obviously, if you don't want to know, then please don't feel pressure to do that, but that is where we are. So I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you found it interesting, and I hope I've given you something to think about as well. I'll see you all next time. Bye!